We're going to get started today on division. That was not my favorite when I was in 5th grade. I struggled. So I know all the tricks. So if you struggle with division, I'm your girl. Chapter 1 talks about relating division to multiplication. It is a review of a concept that you probably learned about in 3rd grade called fact families. How numbers are related through multiplication and division, kind of backwards to each other. Like 3 times 2 equals 6, so 6 divided by 2 equals 3. That kind of thing. It's a fact family. So that is not a real difficult concept, and I know that you've had it in 3rd grade. So please read through that part, the first part of that chapter, and I'll talk about the assignment in a few minutes. What I'd also like to talk about that's not in your book, that's why it's so important, is a little bit toward chapter 3, but I want to go over it again before we do chapter 3 because it's so important. This is the language of mathematics where division is concerned. There are 3 ways to indicate that division is your operation in your question. You've learned about most of these ways, I think. When you first start dividing in the 3rd grade, you learn about the division sign right there. And you learn that's what your equation will look like with division. Unfortunately, I know that a lot of your teachers say the biggest number is your dividend, the other number is your divisor, and the answer is your quotient. Well, part of that is correct, but part of it is not necessarily true. The size of the digits, the value of the number does not indicate dividend or divisor. No. It's the position in the equation that indicates which one is the dividend and which one is the divisor. Now, in this equation, 39 is my dividend. It is indeed bigger than my divisor of 3. But it's not the fact that it's bigger that makes it the dividend. No, it's the position in the equation. Whatever digit is first in your equation, that is your dividend. In 5th grade, we find out that that is not always larger. No, it's not. Now, I know that your previous teachers may have said usually, but I would like to see them not say that at all. It doesn't have anything to do with the size of the number. It's the position in the equation. Dividend, divisor, quotient. So back in 3rd grade, this division sign is the first handshake you do with learning about division. Then we move into the division box. All of the names are still legit. Your dividend is inside the box. Sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's not. Has nothing to do with whether it's the dividend or the divisor. The divisor is the number doing the dividing. It goes outside the box, and your quotient goes on top. Now, sometimes there is a remainder, and up until 5th grade, you've always done R, whatever it is. That will be the last time that we do that. The remainder means something. It's not just a leftover, it's a leftover bit, but it means something. So we're going to be talking about many different ways to indicate what that remainder means, depending on the question, I guess. The 3rd way of indicating division is the bar. What? No, really. Because fractions right here are division. Here's my same numbers. In fraction form, that bar indicates 39, your dividend, or numerator, divided by 3, your divisor, or your denominator. 39 over 3 is 13, your quotient. 3 ways of dividing. The sign, the box, the bar. But they're all the same. Division is division. And once you know that, there are certain little tricks and hints and things that you can do that will help you when you are in fact dividing. But the biggest thing that I want you to get out of this video is dividend, divisor, quotient. Use the correct words. Know where they are. Your dividend is first, then your quotient. Your dividend is inside the box. your divisor is outside the box. Your dividend is the numerator, your divisor is the denominator, and the quotient is the answer to any division problem, whether it be with a sign, a box, or a bar. Okay, so that's our introduction to division.